Hey everyone, welcome back to Beyond the Green Golf. Today's subject is going to be about juniors, about junior golf and selecting the right equipment for them. So it's been such a growing group over the last few years with the popularity of drive, chip, and putt and things like that. It's something that I feel absolutely should be looked at. Right now, we put the trust into buying junior equipment into people like U.S. Kids and your large big box retailers and things like that. U.S. Kids does a good job. There's no doubt. It's probably one of the better ones to be considered. But even then, there's some big gaps that happen. So the thing to be considered, unlike buying their clothes and their shoes, where we have a tendency to be able to buy them a little bit on the large side. Even myself having a 6-year-old, I do the same thing with his clothes and shoes, so we get a little value out of them. That's a great thing. But with equipment, sometimes we have a tendency to get them a little bit too long too quickly. You don't forget they're little. They don't have a lot of musculature. And at that point, moving too long of a piece of equipment would be a whole lot like you starting to play with a golf club that would resemble a broomstick. Right? So too long, too heavy is no good, especially if they have a good swing and we want to create good habits for them early. All right? Like right here, I have a quick example. So this was my son's driver when he was young, and I'm talking, I got him this set when he was about 2.5 years old. And the one thing I noticed when I bought this was that the shafts, as he was swinging it, it wouldn't move, it wouldn't flex, it would stay relatively rigid like this. With my skills, I'm fortunate where I looked at it from a different pair of eyes. So I went to the hardware store and I got those regular orange curb markers that people see. Sometimes they use them as alignment sticks. You might see them on a driving range or something. It's just basically a fiberglass rod. I knew he was not strong enough to be able to break one, but we needed the shaft to be able to bend. So even this little short little driver, which I think is somewhere in the neighborhood of 24 inches or so, you can see that there's an ample amount of flexibility with this particular golf club. Again, like I've talked about in previous films, it is an important thing to make sure that there is some flexibility in that. And then in order to get the grip on, I just put a few layers of masking tape underneath so that the grip itself wouldn't move around too much and not slide. But again, for him, it worked out really, really, really well. Plus, it's light and flexible. So if he's little and you're trying to get him to start, it's a super way to be able to do it. There are some companies out there that do a pretty good job of being able to get you into what you need. But just be aware of your child, playing something that's too long. A driver should never come up further than maybe his or her sternum. And I've never in my entire career ever seen a child be hurt by a piece of equipment that's a little too short for them. I've always seen their swings be hurt more from something that's a little bit on the long side. Okay, so that's a big piece of advice that I hope that you get out of this. And also for your own sake, I love charts and I love being able to show examples of how to be able to find these things. If you go on the internet, Wishon Golf, Wishon, golf.com. Tom Wishon is a super designer. Again, I've said this before, we're lucky to have him in golf. He has a great junior fitting guide that you can access on his website. Golfsmith has one. A lot of the companies that sell junior equipment will have it. Even product manufacturers might have things. But just be aware. Now the other thing is I've used this practical club fitting for so long also that I'll actually put up right there. You can see it. This guide also, so this one again you can see is based off of height and weight. And you'll see the length of drivers and things like that. Again, a bit more on the modest side, not on the long side. So anyway, this is some good info that hopefully you can use for yourself when you consider buying equipment for your child. Also something to be aware of. There's equipment out there that is sort of geared more towards girls and for boys. However, really the main difference between them is just in color. So again, if you have a young girl who wants to, use a different color, piece of equipment because she's not crazy about pink or purple or something, it's fine. It's really not a big deal at all. Let them be what they want to be and, choose and play whatever they want to. It's not going to hurt them at all. Okay? Well, again, I hope you guys found this piece of information to be useful. And We'll see you guys again real soon. Have a great day.